Think your loadouts are the best? Let me tell you, most players are running setups that are holding them back, especially after the recent meta shifts. Forget copying loadouts blindly. Really winning comes from knowing why certain combinations work for specific situations. Today we're breaking down the top 10 loadout templates covering every playstyle you need. I'm giving you the framework, the free room as I call it, but stick with me through all 10 because understanding how these pieces fit together is the real secret to adjusting and winning any gunfight in any mode. Master this system, not just the loadouts. But first, one rule I won't give free room on because it's key to getting the most done in most modes: score streaks. Unless we say something different later for modes like S&D, your default should always be UAV, RAPS, and advanced UAV. This combo is utterly broken for snowballing. Get your RAPS, lock down an area, and it basically guarantees your advanced UAV, giving you near total map awareness. Remember this combo. It supports how well many of the setups we'll discuss work. Alright, let's start with the main part of aggressive play, the basic Slayer SMG loadout. This is about speed, quick fights, and getting ready again fast. The specific SMG, that's your free room. Pick what you use best. USS9, PDW, Switchblade X9, QQ9, PP19 Bison, Fennec, CX9, they all fit. What matters is the engine powering it. For perks, we use the Perk Greed Red wildcard. The go-to combo here is Lightweight plus Dauntless. Lightweight gives the needed base speed, while Dauntless keeps you moving by lessening fire damage and ignoring things that slow you down like concussions. Key for pushing hard without stopping. For the other slots, Quick Fix and Survival Training are key. Getting health back faster keeps you in the fight, and less effect from enemy tacticals stops you from getting stunned or flashed out of position. Lethals are up to you, but tacticals like Smoke, Flash, or Concussion help you push forward harder. For operators, keep it cheap and effective. Misdirection Device or Kinetic Armor gives fast, strong benefits. This setup is pure speed and aggression. But what if the map needs longer shots or SMGs just aren't your style? You need to change this main idea, which brings us to Loadout 2. This second loadout is basically the AR player's answer to the SMG Slayer. We're using the same main perks because the idea is the same: speed, staying alive, and non-stop pressure. See how the engine stays the same? That's the base. The main difference is your gun. Instead of an SMG, you use a fast-handling, slave-friendly AR. Type 19, XM4, Peacekeeper, AK-117, maybe even a KN-44 if you use it well. Lethals and tacticals, still flexible. Choose what works with your AR's range and how you push. Where you might change things is the operator. While misdirection or kinetic still work, ARs often work better with skills that hit harder from far away like War Machine, Annihilator, or Tempest. This covers skilling from different distances, but standard loadouts often get stopped easily by teams playing together or enemies locking down the objective. To break those defenses, you need something much more disruptive, something truly toxic. Loadout 3 is designed for pure pressure and breaking through defenses, especially in respawn modes where map control is key. This is about being too much for the enemy. We do this using Overkill, pairing the infamous CX9 Burst with a backup you can trust like the USS9 or a solid flex AR. The CX9 deletes people instantly in bursts, perfect for breaking into sights or holding angles, while your backup gun protects you when you're reloading or need shooting for longer. Perks change here: lightweight for speed, Gung-Ho becomes almost needed for firing the CX9 while moving, and Dead Silence hides the sound when you push hard. Tacticals? Stim Shot is highly recommended for getting back into fights fast, but there's flexibility. Operators like Misdirection or Kinetic are still great options for staying alive when things get crazy. This loadout absolutely farms KD in modes like TDM, Frontline, and Control by staying active and getting the most kills possible. I wouldn't run it exactly like this in S&D. You'd swap to the standard S&D streaks we'll cover later, but the main idea of guns working together is important. This dual threat approach is very different from loadouts made for getting the first kill, like our next loadout. Moving away from pure slaying, Loadout 4 focuses on creating openings and map control through initial picks. This is the classic sniper plus support combo. The goal isn't just to snipe, it's to get that key first kill with your sniper, then immediately act on it. You land that clean pick, then instantly swap to a powerful SMG or a flexible AR to push the advantage, take space, or defend against the counter push. Perks focus on rotation and staying alive after the pick: lightweight, quick fix, and dead silence. A smoke grenade is ideal for moving safely after sniping or pushing. Lethals are flexible. Operators like the Annihilator maintain pressure, or you could match your secondary: War Machine for ARs, Equalizer for SMGs. Remember, the sniper here is a tool for opening plays. If you only want to snipe, this isn't it. This loadout needs active swapping. But what if the entire round needs that level of specialization, especially in high stakes S&D? This loadout takes the specialized weapon pairing from Loadout 4 and makes it perfect for search and destroy dominance. You're combining the lethal close range CX9 Burst with the long range map control of the Tundra. One deletes rushers, the other locks down sightlines. Perks are built for S&D speed and stealth, lightweight, gung-ho, and dead silence. Tactical is non-negotiable, stim shots for clutch survival and re-engages. Lethal, contact grenades are incredibly strong in S&D for clearing common spots. And importantly, here we swap scorestreaks, UAV, Shock RC, Hunter Killer Drone, the standard intel and disruption package for S&D. Just like Loadout 4, you need to actively swap based on the situation. Tundra for long angles, CX9 for clearing buildings or pushing sites. Mastering this swap is key. This covers aggressive plays and picks, but what about pure objective defense? For locking down a hardpoint, you need maximum survivability. Loadout 6 is for the unsung hero, the player living on the objective, soaking up pressure in hardpoint, domination, or control. Your job is survival and denial. You need to survive grenade spam, stay alive in the zone, and make entry hell for the enemy. Primary, a solid SMG that can handle pressure up close. Fennec, Switchblade X9, USS9 work well. Perks are where this loadout shines. Dauntless and Flak Jacket make you almost immune to lethal spam. Pair that with Quick Fix and Survival Training for health regen and tactical resistance. Tactical choice is obvious. Trophy system to protect the objective. Lethal, Molotov for area denial. Operator needs to clear space. Equalizer, Reactor Core, or Purifier. Secondary, Thumper or D13 to break pushes. Your mindset? Rotate early, trophy down, molly choke points. You are the hill. This is pure defense. But most games require flexibility, the ability to switch between holding and pushing. That requires a different kind of setup. This loadout shows the flex role, handling multiple ranges well. You anchor mid to long range with the power of the Oden, but carry a pocket SMG like the Fennec or the buffed QQ10 for clearing buildings or collapsing on objectives. This setup allows you to adjust instantly. Perks here often include Quick Fix and Dead Silence for general use. The red perk slot offers flexibility based on need. Dauntless if facing lots of thermites or molotovs. Overclock if you rely heavily on your operator skill. Tactical is usually smoke for versatile entries or escapes. Lethal is your choice. The Annihilator pairs perfectly, offering high impact across ranges. The key is constant movement and adjustment, using the Oden to control space and the SMG to use openings. Similar to the Sniper Flex, but with more sustained firepower. This covers flexibility, but what about pure scorestreak farming? Loadout 8 is pure shameless greed. It's designed for one thing, farming scorestreaks fast in respawn modes to snowball the game. Kill, earn, use the operator, repeat. Weapon? Literally anything you dominate with. Your comfort SMG, AR, maybe even a shotgun. The magic is in the perks. Overclock charges your operator faster, working with hardline which makes your score streaks cheaper to earn. Pair these with Quick Fix for staying power and your preferred red perk. Tacticals and lethals are less important than just staying alive and chaining kills. Operator, something that gets value quickly and often like kinetic and misdirection device. Remember that score streak combo from the start? This loadout is built to get you there ASAP. Abuse hardline, get RAPS early, camp safely for your advance, then repeat the cycle. This maximizes your impact, but what about countering the enemy's impact? Sometimes the most valuable player isn't the one getting kills, but the one stopping the enemy snowball. Loadout 9 is your dedicated anti-scorestreak class. There's huge satisfaction in instantly deleting enemy RAPS. The absolute must-have here is the Manowar Thermite. Your primary weapon is just whatever keeps you alive while you hunt scorestreaks down. Perks aren't critical, but something to keep you alive helps. Operator, here's a pro tip. Use a high-cost one like the Annihilator. Why? You'll likely swap to this loadout mid-game. Using a high-cost operator means when you eventually swap back to your main loadout, your operator charge progress won't reset, saving some charge. Your job is simple. Look up, blow up streaks. That's it. This is pure utility. But after covering these roles and strategies, what do I personally run when I want peak performance and style? Finally, Loadout 10, my personal favorite setup right now. It blends style, pressure, and effectiveness. The USS9 paired with a melee secondary. It feels clean, allows for aggressive plays, and keeps enemies guessing. Why these parts? The USS9 remains incredibly strong post-nerf. Perks? Dauntless, Overclock, Quick Fix, and Dead Silence, Smoke and Molotov offer a perfect mix of versatile map control and denial. Annihilator for high impact plays. And of course, the score streaks default back to the UAV, RAPS, and Advanced UAV Foundation. This loadout is about smart rotations, timely operator use, and constant unpredictability. It combines parts from Slayer, Flex, and Streak-focused setups into something versatile and fun. So, those are the 10 loadout templates designed to give you the edge in any situation. Remember, the goal isn't just to copy these, but to understand the parts, the perks, the weapon types, the equipment, and why they fit together for each role. Master the system, adapt these templates, and you'll be ready for anything.